Before you set up another Performance Max campaign inside of your Google Ads account, you need to stop and watch this video first. Because in this video, I'm going to be taking you through how Performance Max campaigns work and how you can use them to your best advantage inside of your own Google Ads account so that you can grow your business or your client's business. And what I want to confirm is that in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the real truth about how Performance Max campaigns work. And it's going to go deeper than the Google Ads documentation, because what we're going to be focusing on is real insights from real life businesses who are growing their business through using Performance Max campaigns. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to break down how it works so we can stop the guesswork so that you can put together a strategy which will grow your business, because ultimately that's why you're spending money on Google Ads, because you want to increase the revenue or the inquiries that is coming into your business on a daily basis. Now, before we get into the teaching of this video, it goes without saying that you need to make sure that you've set up your Performance Max campaign in the right way. And to help you with that, if you go to the description below, you can get access to my free Google Ads Performance Max campaign guide, which takes you through how to set up your Performance Max campaign correctly, including screenshots and descriptions of the different options and how to set this right for your business. So if you want that step-to-step guide, go to the description below after you finish watching this video, because right now we're going to get into the teaching to break down how Performance Max works and how you can use it best to grow your business. Now, what I want to clarify right at the start, because I know that many of you who are watching this video have turned to this video because you're not getting good results with your Performance Max campaigns. And what I really want to stress to you is that the problem is not Performance Max, because we've seen countless examples of Performance Max being the real catalyst to growing businesses. And while this may be hard to hear, the problem is more likely to the structure of the Performance Max campaign or how you're actually using your Performance Max campaign, because you do need to make sure you've got a real strategic approach to how and when you use Performance Max campaigns. And it needs to go beyond that you just start a Performance Max campaign to give it a try, or it's because what your Google Ads rep recommended. So let's start with how Performance Max campaigns actually work. There's a lot of different things that are going out there. Some people say that Performance Max is just a smart shopping campaign on steroids, and other people will say that Performance Max is just an AI generated campaign. What you do need to understand when it comes to automated learning is that this is nothing new inside of Google Ads. In fact, AI in Google Ads has been going back about 2015 to 2016 when they started rolling it out inside of Google Ads campaigns. What you need to understand with Performance Max, the very core basis of Performance Max, is that it was a campaign that was designed by Google to do two things. One, show your ads across all of the different networks, so all of their inventory options. So you'll have one campaign that can show across search and also shopping if you're an e-commerce brand, and then also it can show across display, YouTube, Gmail, and also its discovery network. So it's kind of rolling everything into one. But even more importantly than that is that Performance Max campaign was designed to generate more conversions from what's already converting inside of your Google Ads account. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, because for me, Performance Max is very much a secondary campaign. So what I mean by that is that you would not roll out a Performance Max campaign until you're already seeing some good results in a search campaign or a combination of a search and a shopping campaign. You do need to remember that when it comes to Performance Max is that the only options that you have for bidding are maximize conversions or maximize conversion value. So when you really think about it, why would you move straight to Performance Max campaign if you don't have any conversions inside of your current Google Ads account? Some people will say, and Google reps will say that, hey, well, Google is smart enough to work that out. And yes, that is true, as long as you're spending enough budget. So if you're a larger brand and you have the money to spend, yes, you can potentially do that. I've run some tests within our own brand and own company, and we've seen that yes, Performance Max does eventually work it out, but in most cases, it takes at least 3 or 4 months and anywhere from 7,000 up to much more than that in order to really start to see some good results. And also underlying all of that, you need to make sure that you've got ad copies that convert and landing pages that convert. So there's a lot of things that you've got to get right in order for Performance Max campaign to work. But when you do get those things right and then you add in Performance Max, that's when you see the real benefit and the power of this campaign. So the first thing I want you to understand with Performance Max is that it is a secondary campaign. So you use it once you're already starting to see some conversions and good conversion data inside of your Google Ads account, because that's the data that Google is going to be using in order to target new customers or new lead form inquiries. And we'll get to more of that very, very soon, because the first question that people ask is, how much data do you need in order order to start a Performance Max campaign. Now, I'm going to give a very, very rough guideline. I know when I give these guidelines, there's always different scenarios, but if you can really use this as a guide of, I wouldn't usually engage Performance Max until you're seeing 30 conversions on any given month. So that's an average of at least 1 conversion a day. What I also like to see is at least one other campaign type. So whether that would be a search campaign or a shopping campaign, which is already effectively running on maximize conversions or maximize conversion value. So it's already running on a smart bidding strategy. And then you also need to have a budget which allows for at least 1 conversion a day. So if your cost per conversion is at $10, you would need to be starting with a budget of at least $10. Ideally higher. Whereas if your cost per conversion is at $30, you'd want to be starting with at least a budget of $30 a day. Once again, higher is better, but that is generally what we're looking at. Now, the reason for why you want to make sure that you've got at least 1 conversion a day in terms of your budget and the ability to spend is because when it comes to Performance Max campaigns, what you generally see is that once it starts generating more conversions, the data gets stronger and stronger and stronger, then your bidding gets stronger. So if you don't have enough conversion data continually going through your Performance Max campaign, it will struggle and you won't see the results your business deserves. So we've gone through the fact that Performance Max is a campaign which is based around taking the conversion data in your account and finding more conversions. We've also spoken about what type of data you need in order to start a Performance Max campaign. Now let's talk about how Performance Max actually targets traffic. So how does a Performance Max campaign decide which auctions to bid on, which audiences, which keywords to bid on? Because Performance Max operates different, as I said, to other types of campaigns. In a search campaign, you enter in the keywords that Google wants to target. While this has changed, but pretty much that's the traffic that Google will target. For a shopping campaign, the targeting comes off the product titles. So it really looks at those product titles for what to convert. Whereas a Performance Max campaign, it focuses more on conversion data and what it calls signals. Now, when you set up a Performance Max campaign, you can add these signals, and signals are everything from different search themes to Google-based audiences. So this is audiences that Google's got inside of its ecosystem, or your own data, which could be your website visitors, some of your customer lists that you've uploaded. But it's really, really important to note that even when you add in those targeting options, which are called signals, they are very much recommendations, and Google makes it very, very clear that it goes beyond those recommendations to find more conversions. I hope you're getting the picture here that for Performance Max, it's all about finding as many conversions as possible. So what I want to do is I want to take you into a screen share so I can show you what I mean by these audience signals. But before we get there, I also do want to let you know that remember that because Performance Max is a campaign which is designed to generate more conversions, I do have some really clear guidelines on when I use Performance Max. And when I do start with Performance Max, I'm not only looking at how many conversions you're getting inside of your Google Ads campaign or Google Ads account, also looking at making sure that when you set up Performance Max that you add in a brand exclusion so that Performance Max is not just bidding on branded traffic. Because from what we've seen, Performance Max works best when you're focusing it on finding new customers for your business. So that real incremental growth. So now let's jump into a screen share so I can show you about the targeting options, and we'll have a little bit more discussion about how Performance Max targets traffic. All right now we're inside a Performance Max campaign and I'm looking at the different asset groups, and what I just want to show you in through here is when you come through setting up Performance Max campaign, you can add what's called these signals. And let me just show you in through here. As you can see in these search signals, you are able to add in different search themes. So people tend to think this is kind of like search keywords. You can then also add in different audience signals. So you can add in an audience signal, which can be based on a couple of different factors. It can be your own data. So this is things like, your website data, your product purchases, your cart abandoners, customer lists. You can also go through and add in different interests and detailed demographics. And you can do this just through, Google's own events. So live events in market, detailed demographics. But what you really, really need to remember is if you look up here, it says in Performance Max campaigns, your ads will be shown to people beyond the selections to find new conversions. And that's what we're talking about. You need to remember that with Performance Max, when it comes to these signals, is that they are recommendations, they are not hard barriers. So Google goes beyond these recommendations in order to try and find more conversions. So it's really, really important to note that when you do set up those Performance Max campaigns in those asset groups, I still do recommend that you add in those audience signals, but you do need to remember that you are very much giving Google recommendations and kind of look like a little bit of a nudge of, hey, check out here. But if Google finds another area or keyword themes or audiences where it's getting more conversions, it will quickly move budget over to that area, because ultimately, as I've said time and time throughout this video, Performance Max is all about generating more conversions. Now let's talk about the structure of your Performance Max campaigns, because this is really what will make or break your performance of your Performance Max campaigns. As I've said so far, if Performance Max is all about building out more conversions, why don't you just continually run a Performance Max campaign? Unfortunately, we're seeing long-term data that if you've got an account that is solely using Performance Max, or Performance Max is using anywhere between 80 to 90% of your budget, is that you actually end up getting a little bit stuck. And what I mean by that is that initially, even after the first 6 to 9 months, you might see really, really good performance of Performance Max, but then results start to diminish and they just start to drop down, or you can't break free of a ROAS spending or a cost per conversion band. You're kind of trapped in there. And the reason for why this happens is because if you're running multiple Performance Max campaigns, or if you haven't set up the correct structure inside of your Google Ads account, Performance Max kind of just takes over and it keeps sort of running around and trying to find new conversions. It does definitely get conversions, but it's not as many as you should be getting. So you want to make sure you got your structure right. Now, very, very quickly, you want to make sure you got the structure inside of your Performance Max campaign right. And you need to remember that for your asset groups or your ad groups, pretty much inside of Performance Max campaigns, you want these based around different collection of products or different collections of keyword themes. And once again, think of it, why would you have those different asset groups? It really comes down to the messaging and the images and the video assets you want to have in there. Are they related to those core products or search themes? The main thing you want to avoid doing is just setting up multiple different asset groups inside of a Performance Max campaign in order to target different audiences. Remembering, that's not how Performance Max targeting works. It will go beyond those audiences anyway. But the more importantly, you need to make sure you've got your structure inside of your Google Ads account right. Remember, because Performance Max targets and tries to find more conversions, it tries to find this in the easiest way. So if you don't exclude branded traffic from a Performance Max campaign, very, very quickly, it will be targeting as much branded traffic as possible, because that's what's going to convert. Also as well, it will look to start targeting, really high intention search terms. Now, that may not be a bad thing, but what you need to think about is if you spent, weeks or months, and in some cases years, in building up high converting search and or shopping campaigns, you don't want Performance Max to come in and just ruin all that good work. And that's why we will generally, when we set up a Performance Max campaign, set it to only target new customers so that we're not ruining the performance of our search or our shopping campaigns. Now, you need to make sure you do this in the right way. I'm definitely not saying just switch over to targeting new customers on existing Performance Max campaigns, but this is part of what I call a bottom-up funnel, where you are focusing on that core traffic with search and shopping campaigns that convert, and then you're building out other campaign types, including Performance Max, to really reach out and find new customers, focusing your account on incremental growth. And if you want to find out more about my bottom-up funnel and the strategy which is using, because this is such a big topic, I want you to go through it, watch this video right here. Thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from Define Digital Academy. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Remember, if you want to get access to that Performance Max campaign setup guide, just follow that link in the description below. If you want to see more about how you can best use Performance Max and the strategy that we're using around this bottom-up funnel, go watch this video. See ya.